Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be checking out a new game that came out last week on Steam called 20 Minutes Till Dawn. I've been seeing a lot of the people I watch on YouTube play it, so I figured I'd give it a shot. Um, I'm not too confident in these style of games. This isn't my typical game I play, but I figured this one looks pretty fun. I've seen it described as a mix between a shooter and Vampire Survivor. You know, just Vampire Survivor with little extra steps, aiming your gun, stuff like that. So if you haven't seen this before, give it a shot. It's only a few bucks on Steam, so I think it's a really good deal, especially if you're trying to get into these styles of games. We're gonna do standard mode. I'm gonna say right now that you should not expect much from me. I did a quick test run, just to see how the controls felt and the audio and all that. And, I can already tell you that these are not my style of games, so we're gonna see how this one goes. First things first that I would talk about for this game is that the mechanics, compared to most of the games I play, more shooters, FPS, stuff like that, feel very rigid. Rigid is a good word, I think. Everything else feels a little more clunky, so I think it's going to take me some adjusting and getting used to, but at the very least the controls are simple, so I shouldn't have too much trouble with that. I think most of these games stem from, thought process, thinking ahead, knowing what to do. I have seen a few things in this. I'll actually talk about this before I get to my first upgrade. I'm probably going to try and do what I think would be the easiest build. I'm not going to try and do anything special as I, acclimate to this game. And from what I've seen, apologize, I'm a little under the weather, but from what I've seen is the strongest builds are high rate of fire mixed with the frost, the elements, stuff like that. So we're gonna actually try and make that happen here today. I'm actually probably just gonna go with rapid fire, because it's the only thing that kind of goes in line with what I just said. So don't like having such a high rate of fire with low ammo and no damage, because just running out fast, having to reload. But I think that also will help me keep moving, making sure I don't get caught up and taking any dumb damage. As obviously I did that test run I told you guys about, and that is actually how I ended up dying. I was just standing still too often. Not used to the dodging mechanics yet. The shoot, move. Get tunnel vision pretty hard on these big mobs of enemies. I don't know if they have an actual name in this game. I haven't looked that far into it. Next, I'm thinking we're gonna take. I do like Electro Mage every 2 shots. Could reroll, but I mean, Electro Mage isn't bad, and if I reroll, I run the risk of giving myself a worse option, so I think I'm just going to settle with that. Anything I don't have to aim to is probably just going to make this run a little easier for me. So, can't really say how we're looking yet. I'm just genuinely surprising myself. I'm not taking any stupid damage. We'll see if that continues, but I don't think it'll last long. We'll see if that works out. I think the game has a mechanic, well, as you level up, as you come out of the screen, it pushes everything a little back, so I should be alright. I'm going to reroll those. I'm not a huge fan of any of those. Electro Bug's not a bad option. I do like Magnetism, and I think I'm actually going to just get that for now. Yeah, I did push those guys back a little bit, so probably would have taken damage there, to be honest, but lucky level got me. From what I have seen, I've only watched a couple hours of this game, but it doesn't seem like you can kill the trees. I know that you can take damage on them, so I'm going to just avoid those at all costs, but I have yet to see anybody actually kill a tree. I would say that my goal for this run is probably surviving up until 10 minutes. We'll see how that goes. But I do know that sometimes these runs can break wide open when you're get the right build and stuff like that, so we're hoping on that. I do like Fusillade here. I've seen that a few times. It seems like the Fusillade Frost combo, I'm not sure if I mentioned it already, but the Fusillade Frost combo seems very strong. I think we're gonna go with Energized here. I actually do like this Electro Mastery. I know that after you kill your first boss, this will actually triple the area of effect, plus 75% times 3 if you get lucky enough to get that 3 times upgrade. But I'm also looking at this and wondering if I could set myself up for Fusillade after that. that would be pretty sick. So I think I'm gonna try and do that. I don't actually know what time the first boss comes, but we're gonna see if I can swing that to make that work out. I think Fuselot, triples would be actually insane. This is exactly what I mean by dumb damage, and I only took 1 heart worth of damage there, so really not that bad for me. But I would expect to see a lot more of that. This will let me have the option to take Fuselot, I think. Oh no, I don't have the split fire yet. I don't know if I want that or if I want some more bullet damage. The pickup range, vision range, I mean, the pickup range is nice. I'm not too sure on the effectiveness of vision range. I don't think that anything outside my vision is causing harm to me. I only think that my poor play is. So I think I'm just going to go energized here. Let's think. I could reroll. Power shot is also pretty good. I think I'm going to do power shot here. Give myself a little more damage. So help me burn down that boss a little faster when it comes around. As for builds, I'm really not sure which will be the most fun. I think the most effective as of right now, from what I've seen, is going to be the frost elemental builds. So maybe that does make a huge difference, but I'm sure that as people have experimented more with this game, they're going to find out which builds are fun, which ones are more effective, and which ones good for speedrunning, because people love to do that. That is not my style though, so I'm just going to be trying to do what's easiest for me to learn. I'm going to take Fanfire here, so I can, like I said, set myself up for that upgrade when the time comes. I think one option I would have too is if I'm not ready for Fuselot when the time comes, I think I can leave the chest on the ground, prep for Fuselot, like I see right there, like the guy coming. I'm going to actually try and circle around to get XP. I think I can leave the chest on the ground until the Fuselot upgrade is available, then grab it in the hopes of getting the triple. You can even check if it's a triple first too, which is nice. And if that situation occurs, then I could set myself up for that upgrade like I wanted. But I've never actually seen anybody try that, probably because of my lack of experience watching the game. I'm sure that it does work, and if it doesn't, I'm just going to look very dumb. That's alright, I'm good at that. So, I also have no idea how to gauge how well we're doing against this boss. I do like Frost Mage here, but Split Fire would set us up as I wanted. So, I'm thinking Split Fire here sets us up for the plan I've been getting towards, but a few mistakes could kill us, because I think this is a very weak build. I think if I take Frost Mage here, I would have a much stronger build. But I'm going to stick to the plan. We're going Split Fire here. I do probably think it's the wrong choice, especially for someone who's, a very, very amateur player. Maybe if you're more experienced, this is probably the right play here. Just because, you can protect yourself from taking damage. That is not something I can really say that I can guarantee. So, it seems like we're doing pretty well against this boss. I've had a few exploding guys land on it quite a few times. I'm actually trying to get a level here just to get. Oh, I think this is it. That's a suicide. I'm gonna go for that. I do want to get it though. Okay, this is the Fuselot that I should be getting. I will take Frost Mage now. I think I have enough XP on the ground that if I just kind of wrap around like this, I'm able to get a few exploders on it. There we go. No, that is not what I wanted. I wanted it to wait just a little bit longer. Actually, turns out we didn't have Fuselot pop in here, so that's alright. I mean, a reroll should make it pop up, but I wonder if this triples. That would be kind of insane, wouldn't it? 75% of their max HP if you have that triple effect. I'm going to take Holy Shield here. I think I'm a poor enough player that I should take something defensive. And then Shada's Hail. I have actually seen this completed. It seems a little underwhelming, but then again, I think the build at the time was an elemental build. So maybe it just wasn't a good fit for that build. We are going to try and probably avoid. I have already lost Holy Shield at this point. We're probably going to try and avoid those pieces unless I really see no other option. I'm not going to go hunting for them. Seems like some good fire rate, some good damage comes from that, but I think that's more set around a certain build, but that might be very good. And we already have the second boss here, which is very scary. I thought I would have a lot more time until that showed up. I think I'm very weak compared to what I need for this boss. So I could get energized. It would get me closer toward this Electro Mastery. Divine Blessing. I don't have it active, and I don't expect to keep it active very often. I think that pretty much the moment I get it, I will lose my Holy Shield. So Energized isn't a bad option. I think I'm going to reroll here to try and get something a little stronger. Big Shot does get me closer. Fusillade, it's what I wanted, so I think I'm just going to have to take that. Unfortunately, no triple effect on that because, you know, I'm just going to get lucky enough to get the setup for it. But regardless, the build is strong, triple or single. I also am not sure if the triple effect actually does work on everything in the game. There might be exceptions. It is not within my knowledge. So we're doing pretty well here, I think, in terms of my expectations for myself. As I say that, I'm about to die, but I did not expect myself to make this far. My goal is 10 minutes. And we'll see how close I actually get to that. So on this one around, I'm actually not liking really any of these. Fire rate, max ammo, +1 bullet speed. This seems pretty good. The end siege, I do not like this. It does not seem that useful. But maybe if you become really strong with, you know, frost upgrades, this could actually be pretty good. So we'll give it a shot. I think I have, you know, a case of I haven't played enough of games of this style to know when something's actually going to be useful. And versus, you know, just kind of fitting them into the proper build. And there it is. That was kind of expected, to be honest. Dying on my run there. I was hoping to get through that boss and maybe even down to 10 minutes, but I think we're a few upgrades away from really cracking the one open. But I'm going to take this back to the menu real quick. I believe there's a way you can actually purchase things between that run and my test run. I do have 3,300. So I'm seeing here there's characters, 7 HP. Probably won't help me because I'll still get hit a lot. I have seen, I think, one of these characters, yeah, Spark, be played. That seems really strong, but I don't think we're going to rush into it just because I've seen it. I think we're going to actually try and look for one that sounds fun. And I'm probably going to look at a new weapon, if anything. I've also heard about runes, which I also don't know much about. Alright, so we're looking at rank 1+. I'm assuming that this is what I'll start off, and I'll have to spec down the tree. Oh, yeah, I like the cost of some of these. I bet this game gets very fun. This is probably how you're beating those late game kind of difficulty scaling modes. But for now, we're probably just going to start with... I like Mysticism. A flat 2% doesn't seem very high, but I do like the look of that. Vision pickup range, I think I like that a little more, though. Yeah, we're going to try the vision and pickup range. Maybe I'll find that... Oh, can I not buy that? I don't know how this works. Oh, okay, there we go. I'm going to see if I can get a second level in that. Start us off strong. I don't really need to, I think, mess with too many of these other options yet because I'm still learning the game. So we'll hop right back in. Obviously going to keep it at darkness 0. Doesn't even look like I can change it. Yeah. So we're going to go back into standard mode. I'm hoping to hit that 10-minute mark, but we'll see how that works out. So right back into it. Chances are I'm going to try a very similar build. I do like the lightning, so I might try that. I also will probably go for Fusillade again. I want to try and get a higher clip this time compared to what I had last time. I think that's one of the options in the weapons. I actually saw like 2 SMGs be used at one point. So that seems pretty good for ammo capacity and spamming for the elements. I think the way to do this is actually try and rush early few levels and get pickup range while these mobs are still weak. That's, you know, you don't take dumb damage. Let's see what I got here. Holy Shield, always get option. Rapid fire rate, double shot. This build's in the Fusillade. I do like that. Light weaponry. I think I'm going to go for a song build. I already told you guys that I'd be going for, you know, a build that I think can get me through everything. But, I mean, if you don't really know how good you are at a game, you don't know your play style until you really give everything a shot. So, I think I'll take the dagger for now, see if I can make a summon build work. I've seen the dragon egg. I haven't seen anything past the hatches to be expected, but we will see. I could get another summon. What does this turn into? 2 additional projectiles, attack speed 50%, shoot sword for you aim. You know, I've said it once, the less damage that I have to do, I think, is better. I will take this, and maybe I can get a fully automated build where I don't have to be any good at the game to actually survive. One thing I also don't know is if summons count towards elements. So obviously we've seen, you know, the ice and the lightning. I'm not sure if, you know, my ghost shooting 2 times will call down a lightning strike, or if I shoot once, he shoots once, he calls down a lightning strike, or if he has the chance to freeze. If those things are the case, then I could see him being a lot stronger. I've also seen this. Does not seem good, but I haven't seen anything past it. Pasu will inflict burn, gain +2 bounce, and then all effects is doubled. Wait, its size is half. That seems fucking garbage. That seems strictly bad. I mean, if you're taking this, I've seen someone take it. It's not very large to begin with. And I think that you're just forcing yourself to kind of tunnel vision in that area, and you can just get swarmed pretty easily. So I'm going to stick with the ghost friend here. So far, so good with the summons. I think that we'll probably find out in a couple minutes whether or not that was a good decision or not. I also think that my highest risk of damage is, 1, people who sneak up on me, but also the exploders, because I just seem to let them get too close sometimes, like this. Oh, okay. Well, I did not take damage there, luckily. I'm going to call it lucky, because I don't think I'm good enough to continually do that dodge. But only time will tell, you know, as I take probably some of the dumbest damage you'll ever see. I think that people who play these style of the game is probably used to the simple dodging there. I like the look of that. This looks badass. I'm a huge fan of scythe on anything, so we'll see if I can make this work. Oh, it does not look like it moves in or out away from me. It looks like it just orbits me. It's like I probably should have read that a little more being going to do this game, but here we are. So we'll see. I think I'm going to try and circle back and get some of this XP. I do feel strong, but low on damage. Frost Mage, Energetic Friend. Alright, I think this is where we find out where if Electro Mage, I don't know, man, because this gets me 1 away from this. Your Ghost Friend shits 2. I doubt I will want to use the triple effect, if I do get it, on the Ghost Friend Final Evolution. I don't think it takes you through enough of the game to actually be able to carry you late. I think I'm just kind of putting myself in a guaranteed early grade. Then again, I am only trying to get to 10 minutes, so maybe that is my play. We'll see. I think we actually get... I think we still have about 2 minutes until the first boss is up, and I'm not 100% on that. There's Vengeful Ghost. Wield a second magic dagger. I like the look of that. And then some damage plus 40. So magnetism's good. I actually like just about everything here. Bug Glare. We will see how this works out. I'm gonna take the Vengeful Ghost. I think as of right now, my ghost is actually doing most of my damage. He's got those, I think they penetrate. So he seems to be doing all of my damage right now, actually. So this should set me up enough to get through the first boss, hopefully, and also kind of make some of these other options I've taken work. We're just getting a lot of XP right now. Summon damage plus 40%. That seems pretty sick. So I think that's a no-brainer there. I also have the double magic dagger, but I think that one will come at a later date. There we go. Summon damage plus 40 works on my ghost, works on my scythe, just all around. Here we go. Here's the first boss. This will be the true test of our damage. I will probably try and avoid targeting. Well, actually, no, I can't, because the ghost shoots the same direction as I do. I think I only have to shoot every now and then I can let the ghost kind of do all the work for him. Fire rate seems pretty good. Holy Shield seems pretty good. Glare, not a huge fan of. What does this get into? 10, 10 every second is what it kind of looks like. That seems not so bad. And vision range gets significantly stronger, and then they take some of it away. I'm actually going to reroll here. I'm not a huge fan of all of these. Electromage seems pretty good. I could take a Dragon Egg. Could bet on myself to survive 3 minutes, and eventually I think this will get pretty strong. I will take this. Am I good enough to be taking the Dragon Egg? Probably not, but there's only one way to find out. So we'll start the first one here. See how this round goes. See if I can get this Dragon Egg to hatch and pop off and help out with my Ghost Friend. Do not believe that the Dragon Egg and the Ghost Friend are enough. Oh, I've already killed this guy. Holy shit. I'm doing so much more damage than I did in the last one. Alright, so now the next concern is, how do I get myself to get through this second boss, right? I definitely got shit on the last time I went up against them. And let's hope this is a triple upgrade. Ooh, I've seen this. This is awesome. 40% increased experience gives me the chance to definitely max out a lot more of the drops. I think this time I saw it was from the very last boss, or like the second to last boss. So I was like, maybe that's something I can only come late in the game. Getting it this early is a huge boost, I think, to the potential of this run. I actually probably think that's one of the best things you can get. And that's already another level. We're going to take this double magic dagger. As I said, I'm going kind of a full summon build here. 8 damage every 60 seconds. We are taking that, never mind. That seems pretty good. The effect counts even while the dragon's still in the egg. So I think I'm relatively on pace to be strong this run. So we're going to wait and see how I scale up. I think that is probably our ticket to the late game. I'm sure there's something very strong with the Dragon Egg. It seems kind of a sleeper pick that I haven't really seen work. I'm hoping that there's something very strong about it. Pull us through this. There's another level already. This 40% experience gain is doing work right here. Your bullets deal additional damage equal to 10% of your dragon's damage. This is something I want later. I think that as of right now, my dragon's still hatching. It's going to gain damage over time. I can take that at a later level. So we're going to go double daggers here. I'm sure that we're going to start seeing some synergies. The amount of summons I've taken on this run probably going to make me pretty strong, and hopefully have some strong synergies. Late game, I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with the high HP enemies. Doesn't seem like I have a lot of knockback. I have no freeze at the moment. But first, we should focus on getting through this guy, because that is probably the part I'm going to struggle with the most. So, I probably could look at taking move speed if I see it. It would help. Electro Bug. I'm not sure if this counts as a summon. There's nothing around here that seems like it, or that implies it would be considered a summon. I do like Magic Lens because it's affected by summon damage, but just the entire tree seems kind of bad. I'm gonna take Electro Bug here. We can hope that it is affected. And I seem to have a lot more room than I did on my last run, with everything around me. And also just... oh shit, that is a lot of damage. What did I just run into? I didn't even see it. So we're gonna take this Tome of Elasticity, Bullet Bounce. We got a Tome of Rage, which is fire rate and spread, and Tome of Summoning. Reload rate minus 50%. Who cares? We're all in on the summoning. So I don't think I was guaranteed to get that. I don't think it's anything based off your build or what you have. So that's pretty lucky. I know there's probably like a Tome of Power, I think it's called. So Dragon gains 10% attack speed every 60 seconds. It seems like a no-brainer to me, and we're gonna take that one. Going full summon. This is definitely a lot of room here. It seems like I have a lot of space between myself and all these, so I think that's a pretty strong run. And I'm hoping to get out of here soon so I can run around and pick up more XP. I don't think there's that much out of this ring, though, because I think it's pretty stationary in the grand scheme of things. Go. Let's take a look. Actually, it's pretty spread out, so maybe I'm just not paying enough attention. Now, my next biggest fear. I genuinely believe that I'm going to die to the guys who shoot those little red orbs. I just don't think I have the focus in games like this to really, really dodge how I should. I really don't need to shoot that often. I think the only thing that affects is my my ghosts. Summoning Mastery. That is what I'm looking for. I completely forgot my train of thought there. I don't think that I have the brain to really keep track of everything that's going to be popping up on my screen here in a second. So we're kind of just running. We're going to try and get as much XP as possible, avoiding the easy enemies that I just need to wait for them to die. It's not like I'm not doing enough damage or anything. Do like glare here. I could look for magic lens. I could look for more shots. I think we're gonna just take glare. I'm gonna try and get this kind of like all passive build running, where I don't even have to shoot. All my damage is coming from my equipment. It's almost like a Vampire Survivor run at that moment. I've actually never played Vampire Survivor either, so seems like a pretty fun game. One I think I would enjoy watching when playing. This one's a little bit more interactive than my alley, so I decided I'd give it that a shot. I've played many games over the years, but this is definitely a unique one. Your bullets deal additional damage equal to 10% of your dragon's damage. I don't think there's any reason not to take that one. The only other reason or other thing I'm considering is the Frost Mage, but I think we have enough strength right now to keep going with this. And then after this, I think I'll start looking for more of an elemental build with lightning and frost. So we'll see how this plays out. Looking pretty strong. I was never expecting this build to be that strong, and I can almost guarantee that if I went my standard, I want to do bullet hell with Frost Mage, that I'd probably be dead. So already feeling pretty good about that. I'm only 2 minutes away from my 10-minute mark, so I do think I will hit that, but we'll see if I'm making any dumb mistakes. I think right now I need to start looking for both the Holy Shield and Vitality. I know that there's an upgrade in this that allows health regen, but we're gonna have to see. So glare here seems good. This gives me more vision range, eventually pickup range. I think that I need this right now because I've got 40% increased experience gain. I've killed so many things so spread out that I just need to pick things up faster, and this will help me level. It's kind of like an investment for my future self. And I do see my damage slowing down a little bit here. These guys are getting a little closer. Alright, more vision range, more pickup range. I'm going to take this. We are going to start working towards getting this glare passive helping. I have no idea. Ooh, that's bad damage. I have no idea if this build is actually going to be strong. So we have to really look for a defensive one. And I actually see everything closing in on me, and this is going to be my last few moments. See if I can get out. Nope. And that is it. Just a minute and a half shy of the 10-minute mark that I wanted to hit. But I think that was overall a pretty good run. I think on the next run I do, I'm going to probably unlock a new character and give it a run with that. So we'll see on the next one. But if you guys stayed for this long, I appreciate you guys for watching. Please leave a comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Having an absolute blast in the first 30 minutes of giving this game a shot. So I think you guys will see plenty more from me. And peace out.